Hi there, I'm Jeneth Blackert. I'm the founder of a company called The Real Raw You, and I'm known as the change agent. And I'm known as a change agent because I've been a seeker for 10 years to get to profoundly change some of the stuff and the dragons in my mind that was keeping me really truly from being able to show up and shine and be what I like to call the real raw me. So I wanted to give you a little bit of history, and then I have an invitation for you, for me and Sherry, and we're going to play in a land together where we are able to drop some of those places and spaces where you've really identified with some of the habits that you think are really, really wrong. That habit could be people pleasing, procrastination, addiction, all that I call dragons. I wrote this book. It's called 7 Dragons, A Guide to a Limitless Mind. And it's about those things in our head that aren't truly us. It's that false self where we continue to do it to numb out, control, avoid life. And we also do it for reasons that we don't even know. So on this call series, I'm going to take you through what I like to call the B factor. And we're going to work out those pieces and places that you've limited yourself and you've made yourself fit into somebody else's reality. You've tried to make yourself and you've twisted yourself so that you can fit into someone else's reality and not truly create the life that you're desiring within you. We're also going to remove those habits and those behaviors that you don't love about you. We're going to identify why you continue to choose it, why you've identified with it, and what would it be possibly like if you weren't wrong around it. So that's where we're going to start. Then we're going to move into me giving you a few videos where we're going to open some other doors. I call them verbal processing, and it's a tool that I learned from Access Consciousness. And they're just going to go through clearings to help you drop those patterns that happen over and over and over again. It's also going to help you kind of drop the facades and the roles that you play in life that you've bought into and you've thought that you've had to do because you didn't know how else to do this reality, and that was working for you at one point in your life. We're going to talk a little bit about how you can drop those identities, those facades. What if you never ever had to identify yourself with a behavior ever again? What if you could truly fall in love with you again? So that's what this class is about. And it's a 2-call series with 3 videos mixed in. And we've made it incredibly reasonable for you. With it, you're also going to get full access to me and our second call where we open the doors for Q&A. You can ask anything. All you need to do is either mail those questions in or queue them up, okay? And if you're ready to choose it, go ahead and do so below. And while you're making that decision, let me just tell you a little bit about my background. I was trained as a nutritionist back in the day, and I had always had nutrition clients, and things were great, and I'd make them nutritional plans, this, that, and the other, and that worked great. And I also ended up getting this corporate job, and so I was booking along in life, and I was getting more and more depressed, and I was doing things to numb out. I was drinking, alcohol, sodas, eating candy bars in abundance, right? Things that I wouldn't choose if my life was going well and it was in flow. But I was choosing it because it was a way to kind of just lift me up just a little bit, to feed just a little bit of that energy. And one afternoon on a Wednesday, I had a crash and burn. And somebody asked me something really insignificant, and I kind of just crashed at that moment. And I ended up walking out of the office that day, and I just crashed in my car, and I heard these words that said, "Walk away." And it was at that moment that I felt like I heard the words of God and true guidance. And I didn't walk away right away, but I did make it out of there within the month because other things happened that gave me signs and notifications to do so. This also opened up a channel within me, which we would describe in this reality as clairvoyant or psychic. I don't make it significant at all, but I do know that we all have that within. And if we unlock some of these control mechanisms, these behaviors, and we allow ourselves to notice those gut feelings in a stronger way, I know that it opens the door for greater awareness and clarity, and it strengthens this intuition. So on this call, we're also going to talk about just, how to really know that you know. Everyone's got it, and we've just kind of hidden it or closed it off. So we'll start the call in that way. So again, it's 2 calls. We'll get on the phone and we'll go through what I call the B factors, a triangle, right? That's the way that I remember what the different parts of it is. And we'll go through some of the energetic work. You might be able to sense that you already are a little more uplifted because there's this energy frequency that I can ask for so that you can receive it too. Okay, got a little woo-woo on you, so just stay with me. We'll keep it a little bit less that. And then the last piece of all this is you choosing you, right? There's going to be 2 calls, 3 videos. I've got one coming to you right away. So as soon as you register, you'll get to see that, get started. And we'll get started November the 5th. And I'm looking forward to meeting you and having lots and lots of change. So come meet me on the call with Sherry, and you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.